Okay. Let's just give it a moment. Okay, there you have. Okay, so now, let's begin. It says bolivianos el hado propicio. All right? El hado propicio. All right? For example, I know that propicio will be propitiated in English, but that is super difficult to fit it here. Es muy difícil encajarlo acá. Do you know what hado means, by the way, in Spanish, Shirley? ¿Qué significa hado en Spanish?
No.
Me either.
What Spanish?
Vamos a un diccionario.
That is, they are in that saying or ignorant. In realidad, they are a difficult word.
Yeah, hado. It says divinity or unknown force that hypothetically governs the people's lives. Ok, entonces es una deidad, es una fuerza desconocida. Ok, entonces hado would be deity. That is to say, some sort of God. Okay, so now we know that. Vamos a hacer nuestro documento aquí. Google Docs. Good, no. Google Docs. Okay, wonderful. Here and here. There are two. Okay, entonces, we're going to write down as follows. So, national Adam, like that's right, Adam. Lyrics. Sí. Adam. But it's like this. Yeah, I was doubting if to include the H. This is without the H. It's Adam. Adam. I'm gonna. Okay, so first word for vocabulary, Adam. And the pronunciation for, okay, this is equal to igno, and the pronunciation it's Adam, like that. Adam. Can you see that? Okay, Adam. Okay, so the national anthem. Okay, so second word, we saw it, right? Second word, ado, which means deity. Okay, and deity, it's pronounced as deity, una deidad. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, deidad. Okay, wonderful. So ado, deity, deidad. Propiciar. Okay, that is a very good one, actually. These are, by the way, words that you should not be, for example, you said they use very advanced words, yes. But this type of terminology, it's something that you could probably find in the TOEFL exam, because the articles you're going to read there are going to be very advanced, okay? That is to say, for example, if you want to read history or philosophy, and one of those topics or subjects come to your exam, and then you have to read or listen to a talk or a lecture on that topic, then professors are going to use terminology like that. Like, for example, deity, terminology like propitiating or propitiate. Okay, propitiate. So you have to be prepared for this kind of vocabulary, okay? So propitiate, okay. It's, as I was saying, propiciar, okay? Propiciar, propitiate, significa propiciar. And what does propiciar mean in Spanish? ¿Qué significa propiciar en Spanish? Do you know that, Shirley?
Como llevar algo a cabo, que se pueda llevar a cabo.
It means satisfacer. Propitiate, satisfacer. Okay? So propitiate, propiciar. I'm going to write down here the pronunciation. It's propitiate. Propitiate. Like this. Propitiate. Así. propitiate. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Entonces, propiciar, satisfacer, propitiate in Spanish or in English. Ado, which means deity, deidad, deity. There we have the pronunciation. Adam, igno, Adam. Okay, Adam. Wonderful. So, let's go with our task. Okay. Nuestros bolivianos, el hado propicio coronó nuestros votos y anhelos. Okay, entonces, until this point here, bolivianos, el hado propicio. ¿Cómo podríamos traducir esto? It would be
The deity
okay,
provision.
right? It would be, for example, Bolivians I don't know, like Bolivian gods propitiated. Gods propitiated. Propitiate. Like that. Bolivian gods propitiated. Could be. Bolivianos, el hado propicio, porque aquí el hado propicio significa como que la deidad está satisfecha, ¿no? Porque si propiciar significa satisfacer, y aquí dice el hado, que es la deidad, entonces sería el hado propicio, ¿no? Es decir, el Dios satisfecho, ¿no? Bolivians gods propitiated. What do you think, Shirley?
Okay. Why don't say the idea the ado the ado?
El hado,
Yeah.
this word? Okay, so I, rather than, for example, saying deity, I decided to use God, because deidad y Dios significa pues
No.
lo mismo, ¿no? Deidad y Dios, ¿no? Es lo mismo. Entonces, por eso utilicé God's propitiated, porque si pongo aquí deities propitiated, I mean, estaría bien, ¿no? Deities propitiated, o sea, la deidad propiciada, pero I don't know. What do you think about it? Do you like it more this way? Bolivians deities propitiated?
Somewhere we go.
Yeah, Shirley, I was listening to you. What did you say?
Yeah. I say that so better we go. We go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's okay. Do you know what God means?
Yeah. Dios.
Yeah, exactly. So here, God means Dios. Okay, the pronunciation with God.
God.
God. Yeah, God. Wonderful. Like, oh my God, right? Like the phrase, oh my God.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So let's continue. Bolivians, God's propitiated. Okay, that will be our first phrase. And what about this one? Coronó nuestros votos y anhelos. You know, for example, how do you say anhelos in English, Shirley?
No. No, I
Okay.
don't know.
There are two ways to say anhelo in English. Let me show you.
Okay.
Anhelo could be cravings or longings. Una de dos. Cravings or longings. Cravings or longings. Los dos significan anhelos. Cravings or longings.
Craving long.
La primera se pronuncia cravings. Second one,
Craving.
longings, like that. Cravings and longings, okay? So both of them mean anhelos, okay? So in this case, we can use any of them interchangeably. Podemos utilizarlos intercambiablemente. Doesn't matter, okay? So, more words here. For example, we have coronó nuestros votos y anhelos. Okay, votos. How do you say votos?
Both.
Yes. Votes. True. But nonetheless, we will have to define, for example, if we are talking about because, you know, for example, when we have a political campaign, cuando hay campañas políticas, and people want to go and they have to vote, right?
Yeah.
But when you refer to those votes, politicians often use another word to describe those type of words or those type of votes, excuse me. When you're voting for electing an authority, you use the term ballot. Let me show you. Para hablar de votos para una autoridad, existe el término ballot. Que en este caso, ballot viene a ser voto. Ballot. Ballot. ¿Cómo se escuchan? Ballot. Ah, come on. Like this. So ballot, oh, come on. Ballot, voto. También puede ser voto, pero this is for political context. Political contexts. Okay, you're gonna notice that whenever you, for example, are reading some political article or something related to international affairs or international relations, you're gonna notice that politicians use that word to refer the activity when people vote. Okay, they say we have received the ballots. Hemos recibido los votos. We have received, or we are waiting for the ballots in order to evaluate our campaign to know whether or not we have won the elections, or somebody's trying to cheat on the ballots. Alguien quiere hacer trampa en los votos. Okay, but they use ballots. Okay, not votes. But in this case, that is not the context, I think, right? In the case of our Adam, I think what they mean is votos como una promesa, right? But for example, when people are marrying, when people get married, they make vows, right? Ellos hacen votos cuando las personas se casan, right? They say, well, I will love you until the last of my days, in sickness, in happiness, right? All that stuff. So in this case, yes, votes means votos in that context. Okay, I'm gonna write it down here. Votes mean votos, yes, of course,
Yeah.
pero con este contexto. With a compromise context. Okay, votos with a compromise context. Okay, so for our context, votes is the one that we're going to use. Very good. What about this one? We have coronó. Okay, that is the only word that is lacking for us to define somehow. Coronar. Do you know how to say coronar?
Coronar. No.
Do you know how to say corona? You know, this thing that people who are part of kinship use, la gente que es parte de la realeza utiliza.
This is similar there, right? But no, I don't know that's a specific name for corona.
Okay. Yes, okay, let's go. So for example, corona means crown, or it's translated as crown. Corona. Corona. All right, that's crown. Corona. And now, if you want to, okay, the pronunciation is crown. And it's very advantageous, es muy ventajoso esto. ¿Por qué? Because the verb for coronar is exactly the same. Crown es coronar. Es corona y coronar al mismo tiempo. Coronar too. Crown. So when you want to say coronó, you say crowned with ed, right? You augment that, crowned. So that is what we're going to do here. So of course, when he says here, or when the author says here, coronó nuestros votos y anhelos, ¿a quién se refiere que los coronó? A Dios, pues, ¿no? La deidad. So you say, he crowned our votes and cravings.
Cravings.
Yes, coronó nuestros votos y anhelos, ¿no? Entonces vamos bien, poco a poco. Vamos a subrayarlo esto. Okay, he crowned our... Es ya libre este suelo. Okay, this is easy. Could you help me with this one?
Is already free.
Okay, very good. It's already free. Already free, 2 times, right? What's next?
Already free. Suelo. Suelo. No, I don't remember what. Row. No.
Okay,
No.
let me show you. There are a lot of, there are a lot of words for suelo. Hay muchas palabras para suelo, pero todo depende del contexto. In this case, I would say that the correct word, because of the context, would be ground. El suelo vendría a ser ground. Ground. Pero, por ejemplo, para otros contextos, let me show you. Okay, this is the context of generic. Talked about suelo. Cuando hablamos de forma general sobre suelo, the translation is most of the time ground, okay? Cada vez que es algo común, o sea, cuando hablamos de algo genérico, suelo, ¿no? I'm gonna fall to the ground. Voy a caerme hasta el suelo, ¿no? Cuando algo genérico es ground. Ahora, cuando se habla de suelo, pero en cultivo, let me show you this. You use soil, okay? Suelo, soil, I don't know the pronunciation. So, okay, it's like soil, like that. Soil.
Soil.
Yeah, soil, exactly, soil. Y in this case is for agrarian uses, para usos agrarios, okay? Cuando hablamos de sembrar, ahí usamos soil, okay? Soil is the pronunciation, and that is the word, suelo, para sembrar, okay? So in this case, I think it's, of course, ground, right? Ground would be our translation, okay? And there's actually one more, Shirley. There are 3, there's one more. Land. Este igual sería el suelo.
Yeah.
Land, suelo. But you use this one when you refer to territorial contexts. Territorial contexts. For example, imagine that, this is super current and famous in our times. People want to steal from other legitimate owners some sort of land, right? Hay gente que quiere robar de gente que es legítimamente el dueño tierra, quieren robar suelos, right? Avasalladores, right? I don't know how to say it in English. Let me look for it. Avasalladores. So they will be, in this case, using that word, land. We want to steal lands, or they are stealing our land. Ellos están robando nuestro suelo. Avasallador. Weird, it says here, avasallador, it's overwhelming, but that is not true. What an awful translator. Okay, that's matter.
Yeah.
So, territorial context, land, okay? There you have. So for our purposes, I think that the correct translation would be, in your opinion, which one would be the correct translation, Shirley? For suelo, in this context.
Ground.
Okay, yes, ground. Already free. This is ground. All right, here we have. What about this one? Ya cesó su servil condición.
Already.
¿Cómo se dice cesar? You know that?
No, but that's similar a finish.
Yes, it's similar. Okay, so tell me in your, what was that word? How could you translate it?
Already finished your survey, I don't know.
Okay.
Condition.
All right, very good. You're actually pretty nearby. So for example, then we come back here. Cesar, it's like this, cease. Super simple, right? Cesar. So when you want to say cesó, you say ceased. It ceased. Cesó. The pronunciation would be like this, cease. Okay? Cease.
Six.
Okay. Entonces, what other one?
Already ceased
Okay. Already ceased.
your
Servil,
yeah.
in this case, yes, servil in this case will be serving.
Serving.
Yes, serving. Servil, serving. Like this. Serving. Like that. There you go. Okay. In this case, surely, it says su servil condición, right? Si yo quisiera utilizar su en este caso, que hemos visto esto, ¿verdad? Hemos visto los posesivos. ¿Qué tipo de posesivo, de modal posesivo debería usar yo? En este caso, cuando hablamos de el país, ¿qué tipo de modal posesivo debería utilizar?
That's más a plural.
Okay, no, it's singular. ¿Cómo sería?
There.
Are you sure? In this case, oh, continue.
Oh, no, that's fine. I don't know what if or that I don't know si the su that is like masculine como de una persona o de una cosa.
Okay. Let me show you.
Okay.
Cuando hablamos de su, okay, para una cosa, we use its, pero it's very important here to notice that we are not using its con apostrophe, okay? No hay apóstrofe aquí, no hay apostrophe. So, given that we are not using this apostrophe, it's without the apostrophe, okay? It's sin el apóstrofe. Cuando ves esto de it's sin apóstrofe, lo que significa es su de cosa. Es decir, para cualquiera que no sea una persona, se utiliza it's de cosa, ¿ok?
Okay.
Wonderful. En este caso, I'm sorry, en este caso sería, ¿de cosa? It already.
It's
Sí es. Yeah, it's.
serving.
Okay, wonderful. It's serving.
Condition.
Condition, exactly. Wonderful. So here we have another one. Okay. Al estruendo marcial que ayer fue. Okay, this is difficult one. Al
That's
estruendo marcial.
yeah.
Okay, al estruendo. There is a word for this that I know. Okay, now I'm gonna look for it because I don't want to. Pero hay una palabra para esto. Oh, here. Okay, here it is. So, let's check it out again. Okay, this one. I've seen this word in many novels. As I told you, I like to read. And this one is super, super famous. Let me show you. 15. Uproar. If you remind yesterday, I was telling you, in English, there are some words that when you read them, they are simply a blending, a combination of some older words, meaning, of course, something anew. A veces el inglés tiene palabras que combinan palabras y eso significa algo nuevo, right? In this case, up, it's arriba, ¿no? Algo que está arriba. Y roar es rugir. Entonces, cuando las combinan las dos, you have estruendo. The uproar. And this can also be a very helpful adjective, actually, because if you say uproaring is estruendoso. Estruendoso. And by the way, keep an eye on this word because it's a very good word to use in literary and academic settings. Este tipo de palabras, de adjetivos avanzados, son muy importantes para los contextos académicos. Para el TOEFL, if you use this one, okay, uproaring, let's say, for example, you are talking about, I don't know, changes in population levels in the last century. So you could say, there has been an uproaring, okay? There has been an uproaring change or, let's say, detriment in Bolivian population in the last century. By using that word, you're going to increase your score. Entonces, uproaring, okay? Estruendoso, uproaring. Porque esta palabra se la puede usar en muchos contextos, ¿no? Estruendoso para algo que es llamativo, para algo que es letal, no sé, estruendoso, uproaring. Okay? So,
okay.
What about this one? Marcial, okay. Martial, in this case, it's martial. It's not that difficult. Martial is marcial. But in this case, of course, it doesn't mean martial in the sense of fight, right? Because now we understand martial as meaning, I don't know, kickboxing, karate, taekwondo, something like that. But actually, martial in itself means de marcha, right? Un ejército, an army, right? So that is martial, algo que está marchando. But, of course, ahora lo entendemos como algo de pelea, pero no es así. Okay? En este caso es un ejército que marcha, martial, que ayer fuera. Okay, this is, how could you translate this, Shirley? Que ayer fuera.
That was yesterday.
Okay. For example, we can say, as the uproar, as the martial uproar with yesterday. Me gusta cómo suena así. As the martial uproar we yesterday had. Como el estruendo marcial que tuvimos ayer. Obviamente no es la traducción literal de ayer fuera, pero no sé, me gusta cómo suena. As the martial uproar we yesterday had. Como el estruendo marcial que ayer tuvimos. What do you think about it? Do you like it?
Yeah, but I don't know why do you use we.
I'm using we because, well, when we are singing this, we are singing the album as Bolivians, right? Of course, as I said, this is not literal, okay? No lo estoy traduciendo literalmente la frase, sino que le estoy poniendo, no sé, algo que a mí me parece que hace sentido, ¿no? El estreno marcial que ayer fuera. But, of course, we can say as the martial uproar yesterday happened, maybe, okay? In order to avoid using any sort of personal pronoun, something like this. As the martial uproar yesterday happened. En este caso ya sería más literal la traducción. Do you like it now?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, wonderful. Okay, it's going to be then. Okay, al clamor de la guerra horroroso. What about this one?
I don't know what clamor or what is the translation in English.
Right, let me show you. Clamar se dice claim. That's super simple.
Claim.
Clamar. So it would be claim, like this. Claim. Y no es clamar solamente, es clamor también. ¿No? Ok, entonces claim es clamar y clamor al mismo tiempo. Entonces, we will have to use that word in here. Claim, okay? Or you can use also, I have seen this in other occasions, claiming. A veces algunos no lo quieren decir claim y dicen claiming. Pero me parece que es lo mismo porque I have seen also people using claim. Oh, I want to make a claim here. Quiero hacer un clamor aquí. Pero otros dicen claiming, como que le aumentan el gerundio. Para ellos debe sonar, no sé, más lógico. I'm not sure, but I have seen people using these words interchangeably. Claim or claim. Igual significa clamor. Está acá. Okay. Let's continue. What about this one? Horroroso. Do you know how horroroso it is translated into English?
Awful.
All right. Awful. Yes. Let me. Okay. Wonderful. Horroroso. But the pronunciation is like this. Let me show you. Awful with O equal to awful. Okay. Awful, que sí que significa horroroso. It's true. Se pronuncia awful con O. All right.
Yep.
Wonderful. So how could we translate this one? Y el clamor de la guerra horroroso.
In the play or in the word play awful.
All right. Let's say the wars awful claim, right? El clamor horroroso de la guerra, wars awful claim. Do you understand the sentence?
Word awful claim. Yeah.
Okay.
La
Porque aquí
definición.
la razón por la que estoy utilizando aquí esta worse es porque es un posesivo, ¿no? Es una forma de decir la guerra, el clamor de la guerra.
Guerra, yeah.
Exactly. So, y aquí lo único que hago es aumentarle un adjetivo, ¿no? Worse awful claim, ¿no? O sea, no solamente un clamor de la guerra, sino un clamor horroroso, ¿no?
Yeah.
Worse awful claim. That's it. Okay, wonderful. Okay, there you have. Okay, we are about to end, don't worry. Siguen hoy en contraste armonioso. What about this one?
Follow on today.
Okay.
In contrast, for harmonious or no, I don't know. Harmonious, no.
Let me show you.
Okay.
Armonioso es harmonical.
Harmonia.
Harmonical. Armonioso. Harmonical.
Harmonical.
Harmonical. Harmonical. Yes, harmonical. Yes, harmonical. Right? There you have. Entonces, ¿aquí cómo sería?
Harmonical. In contrast and harmonical or in harmonical contrast.
Okay, wonderful. Harmonical contrast. Very good. Dulces signos de paz y de unión. What about this phrase or line? Dulces signos de paz y de unión.
Attend the piece, but I don't know what dulces. I don't know if this is correct. Use candy. I'm not sure.
Okay. Claro.
Probably
Candies
there
would be
are another word.
Candy sería caramelo, but it is a noun. Esto es un sujeto. Noun. Es un objeto, ¿no? Pero
Okay.
dulce de adjetivo sería sweet.
Sweet? Okay.
Sweet, dulce. Like this. Sweet. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so now we have already seen how to say himno, right? We have already seen. So how would it follow, Shirley?
Sorry?
How would it follow? Dulces himnos de paz y unión. How could you translate that?
Okay. Sweet attend of pigs.
How do you pronounce Adam? Could you pronounce it again?
Attend.
Okay. Let's look at this again. Remind. Adam.
Attend. Where?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's better. Adam. Adam. Okay, don't forget this word. It's just very common. Adam. Right, there you have. So, sweet what? Sweet. Athens. Okay. What's next?
Of peace and paz de unión. I don't know sure if that's or apostrophe or again of union.
Can you see now?
Of union. Union. Like, okay.
Paz y de unión, ¿no? Porque aquí la palabra y los separa, ¿no? A ambos. Athens of peace and union. Ahora sí, el coro y con eso terminamos. Okay. What about this, Shirley? De la patria, el alto nombre.
Patria is the same the pathway or there's different word?
Como tal, no hay patria. No hay una traducción para patria en inglés, por lo tanto tendría que ser nation, country, una de dos. Nation or country.
Okay, nation. From nation, a high name, the high name.
Okay.
Or name.
No sé si sería high name, yes.
No,
high name. Okay, I'm sorry. De la patria del alto nombre, it would be the high name to the nation belongs. Así sería mi traducción. What do you think about it? What is your opinion? The high name, esto habría que hacerlo, sí, in capital letter. The high name
The last word is like the
belongs.
okay.
Like this.
This is okay.
Do you know what belong means? Belong, you know that word?
I think that's like como que a través de ello, como que viene de ello.
Okay, let me show you. Key enter, page 23. Belong, what does belong mean? Belong means pertenecer. Es un verbo. Pertenecer. So when you say, for example, this belongs to me, what are you saying? Esto me pertenece.
Yeah.
Or if you say, you don't belong here, you do not belong here. No perteneces aquí. Right? This is a very famous phrasing. You don't belong here. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Pertenecer es belong.
Belong.
Es con una I. Belong.
Belong.
Yes, belong. Belong. Así.
Belong.
No. Belong. Aquí está the intonation is here. Belong.
Belong.
Yeah, belong.
Belong.
This belongs to me. All right, wonderful. Entonces, ¿cómo sería? Acá. Igno. What do you think about the line now? The one that I translated.
Okay.
What is your opinion?
Okay. I look at that, not the same translation for
Yes.
yeah, that is different for the Aine is the last in Spanish, the here is the first.
Yes, exactly. And things of English.
Yeah.
It happens a lot of times in Spanish that we turn it around, le damos la vuelta, ¿no? So it happens in adjectives, ¿no? Pasa en los adjetivos, por ejemplo, cuando en los adjetivos decimos, en vez de decir el gato hermoso, we say the beautiful cat, right? So it happens many times in English. It's a very, very common phenomenon that we somehow change the order of words when talking in Spanish and translating that into English, or in English and translate it into Spanish. So yeah, a phenomenon very, very common. Let's continue. En glorioso esplendor conservemos.
Glorious.
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 Glorious. Glorioso. The pronunciation will be glorious. Like this, glorious. And now 25.
Splendor.
Yeah, splendor, very good. Splendor. Yes, exactly. Splendor. 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 Okay, there you have splendor.
Glorious.
Okay, so how could you translate it?
In splendor, glory is concern, or the concern splendor glories.
remind that adjectives always go at the end, right? They always go at the, excuse me, before, they always come before the noun, with the exception of very few cases, right? But as we have already seen with the adjectives, very often they go before noun, right? As I was mentioning some moments ago when I gave you an example of a cat, you say el gato hermoso in español, but in English you say the beautiful cat, right? So the adjective goes before the noun. So this is something that is repeated many times, and there are exceptions to this, okay? As for example, if you say, oh, that computer is good, in that case you are making an exception, right? Or if you say, what, I don't know. Well, in this case, you are using, okay, for example, if you say a cat blinded, for example, un gato ciego, ahí podría ser, ¿no? Pero usualmente sí que es al principio, o
Okay,
antes del...
Okay. In this case, conservemos is a noun o splendor.
En este caso, conservemos sería un verbo. So we say inglorious, splendor, oh, sorry, splendor, let us conserve. En glorioso esplendor conservemos. Let us es dejarnos, ¿no? Déjenos conservar o conservemos. Entonces, in glorious splendor, let us conserve. Okay, what about this one? Do you know what aras means?
No. Aras.
Aras mean altar. Six, aras. Altar. And the translation could be aras. I mean, as I am, or could also be altar. And again, the words in this case, altar and aras, they are exactly the same, not only in pronunciation, but also in writing. Si deseas escribir aras y altar en inglés, no solamente la pronunciación es la misma, sino también la escritura. Aras es igual a aras y altar es igual a altar. En este caso sí que en altar cambia la pronunciación, porque no es altar en English, but it's altar.
Altar. Okay.
Okay, let me show you. Entonces aquí sería aras, aras nomás.
Yeah.
Y el 27 sería altar. Es igual a altar. Altar, pero la pronunciación sería altar. Altar. Okay, wonderful. There you have. And finally, eso sería aquí. And in its altar. Altars. Let us swear. Jurar, no? Swear. Swear again.
Okay. Yep.
And the most conspicuous phrase. La frase más celebrada. Dying before. Dying before slaves. As dying before living as slaves. Okay. La traducción mejor sería esta. Morir antes de esclavos vivir. Dying before living as slaves. Morir antes que esclavos vivir. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's okay.
Entonces, hemos hecho dos cosas el día de hoy. We have not only translated the anthem into English for you to sing it with your family tomorrow, okay, in the Nationals Day, But also we have, I think, found a lot of words, right? Very interesting. We have managed to fill a document with more than 20 words, and that's awesome, right? You have a lot of things. You have a lot of things to
Yeah.
to memorize. These are a lot of words, and it's going to be easy to memorize. And why? Because you can sing the anthem. You can try to sing it, and if you try to sing it well, you're gonna learn those words. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm going to send both documents to you. Save as this PC. Aquí en descargas. Okay, this is going to be Bolivian Adam. Bolivian Adam. So there you have. Here. Okay. Entonces, I'm going to send this. Okay, here you have the Bolivian Adam. And also you have this document here.
Yeah.
Which is going to be cosa August 5th. Wonderful. 5th. There you have. Here it is, and show this. Yeah. And come on. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. There you have Shirley. Okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing this now. And I'm going to, I don't know what happened. Okay. I'm going to take your assistance, and please you can help me with our tradition, okay?
Okay.
And for here you have. I hope tomorrow it's a beautiful day, you know, to celebrate with our families, the National Day. We can sing this, somehow let our flag be moved by the air, dejar que nuestra bandera conozca un poquito de viento, right? Our national flag, the bandera nacional. I think it's going to be a good time for doing so. Okay, here. There you have. Okay, that's already completed, Shirley. Wonderful. Then thank you very much, Shirley, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend with a lot of patriotism, mucho patriotismo. Así que have a wonderful weekend. By the way, what you asked me yesterday was what you asked me for, the request you made to me. I did it. Okay, you have time until this. I think it's this Sunday's night in order to complete all the assignments that you have not completed in the platform. So whenever you want, whenever you have time and you're available, please do it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Wonderful. So have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful National Day. Okay. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.